last video, I went over my toolbox over here and just kind of what I've been using on a daily. And I told you I had ordered the Gearbox 3-drawer. That just came, and I also ran out to Harbor Freight. I spent about $200, just a little bit $200 in overall on all this stuff. And I'm super excited, so I thought you guys might like to build my toolbox with me, and I'll go quickly over some of the stuff I bought. So I got Quinn pry bar, something that would fit in the box. I got the Icon long nose slip joint 9-inch pliers. I got a 4-pack of Quinn. It includes groove joint pliers, lineman pliers, long nose pliers, and diagonal cutters. I went ahead and got, they only had 1 3/8, but these magnet socket holders. So I got 2 1/2-inch and 1 3/8. I went ahead and got some, since in the last video, if you recall, I had no deep sockets. So I went ahead and got 3/8 deep Pittsburgh Pro. I don't love the color, if I'm being honest, but it was 10 bucks. So I was like, in the spirit of do what you can afford, I went ahead and got some bent long nose needle pliers. And then I also got some 1/2-inch Quinn deep sockets. And then lastly, this was on sale. I wanted to go with the 4-pound, but the 3-pound was cheaper. So 3-pound dead blow, and then toolbox liner. That said, let's open the toolbox. I am super excited for this. So I'm gonna move this stuff off. And if I can remember where I put my scissors. Got the scissors, I had brought them inside. They are old Sears Work Pro scissors too. So let's get opening our stuff. Very excited. So we'll start, of course, with the toolbox from Gear Wrench. I went with this over the Craftsman or like the Husky. There's several 3-drawer. They're all about the same, but I like that this one had a lock. Ooh, there it is. I am super excited. Oh! We will get rid of that. We'll pop this off. Get out of here. And here it is. You know, that's probably a good idea. One sec. So we can open it. Ta-da! And here's the keys and the manual. And I think the first thing I want to do is try to see if we can get the liner and the sockets and stuff in there. Alright, so we're going to work back on the toolbox. I don't have as much time because I just had other work to do and I need to go get my kids and stuff. And it is snowing. And also I am working on an oil change, so doing that too. But here, let's do some of the box. So at least some of the new tools. So here's the box, the gear wrench. I did cut some of the mat up. And let's add some of our sockets. So we have this here. You know what? I said I was going to get a tripod and I never did. So I am going to jankily make one. Alright, that'll work. Alright, scissors. Alright, so these for the sockets, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So let's at least see what it looks like in the box. So if I put this, oh, that's beautiful. I can put this back here. This magnetic, and then push it over so it doesn't come out. I think I have these mixed up. I was curious to see how, because ideally I want it to stay down. Let's see, this is my, yeah, 22. Alright, so, and then I have room for one here. And then we'll do some of the 1/2-inch, and then I'll get back to you guys. I think I'm done with the toolbox. Now, if it's a lot, it doesn't fit as much as I thought it would, but I'm still very happy with it. I might need to tweak some things. And of course, as mentioned in the other video, I have my list of tools I want to get. We'll make more room, etc. But for right now, this is what I have, and this is what I was able to come up with packing the box. That said, if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments with tools to get and any other ideas on how to pack this toolbox. But here. So, that toolbox you can see is mostly empty. Here's our new guy. I was unable to fit the hammer in, which I saw someone online with the Craftsman box where they had a dead blow that they said was a 4-pound instead of a 3-pound, and it fit in that bottom drawer. But in this case, it just barely doesn't fit. So, here's our toolbox. We lift it up. This is what I was able to do in the top. So I did put my scan tool. I might just make an electronics bag, so that might not permanently stay there. I put my safety goggles in there. And then I went ahead and I bought, these were on sale. So I got another magnetic 1/2 inch. I was thinking this could be for impacts. And then they only had one 3/8. I want to get another 3/8 so I can add in my deep sockets. But what's cool about these too is like I can literally, like, because it's magnetic, like figure out a way to like add extra space. So I do have this ancient Ryobi impact. It's a 1/2 inch. It's not very strong. I honestly haven't even used it, but I thought might as well pack it. It fits. Ideally, getting the Cobalt stubby or the Milwaukee stubby would be great because it would fit even better in the top, and then the battery also doesn't take up as much space as this one does. So then I have ratchet and then my extensions, and these I need to get a little container for, but just the adapters and whatnot. So, you know, just for the ratchet stuff. So I try to keep that up there. So I went ahead and put in, we got 1/2 inch Quinn. So it goes 10 to 19. So I went ahead and put those 1/2 inch ones in the back. And then I have my other 1/2 inch normal from Cobalt that I got during Black Friday. So it goes 19 to 24. So I have 10 to 24 in 1/2 inch with a little bit of overlap, 12.6. And then I have my 3/8 is Cobalt as well. These are all 6 point, and I think this is 22. Yep, 22. So I have 9 to 22 there in the 3/8. And then I have some like smaller sizes here. So I think I go down to 6. And these are 1/4, so I have an adapter for them. So that's the top as of right now. You know, maybe tilt that over. Put those back. And then, oh, I put my magnet up there. I saw people who get this box, or these boxes in general, they'll put magnets up at the top, and then they'll actually just magnetize their ratchets along the back, which I thought was great. I haven't gotten those magnets yet, so I have not done that, but that's all right. That's our top. Oh, right. You have to have it open. And then here is our first drawer. So I went ahead and put the 3/8 sockets I have. I went ahead and cut off that plastic bit on the top. So these are 10 to 19 deep Pittsburgh 3/8. I went ahead and put my spark plug sockets. Wow, could not think of the name. So it's a 13, 16s, and a, what is it, a 5/8. I do have a few others actually. I just feel like those are the ones I use the most. The one impact rated socket I have, 21 millimeters. My other hex sockets, which I did put a few up there, but here's the rest of them down here. My picks, I went ahead and, as you guys saw, I got the Quinn picks. So I put the little one up here just for quick access. the radiator hose pick and all those wrenches. That'll probably get organized. Funny enough, I also have my Craftsman pick, but I ended up using that, or not my pick, for popping off the plastic things because I need to take the panel off for my own car for the oil change. And then I also got this at Harbor Freight, which was awesome. It is a oil filter ratchet, and it took it off really nicely, so I didn't have to use the other ones. But that's the first drawer. Then on my second drawer, I went ahead and just have it as pliers right now. So these are all the pliers I bought. So I have needle nose. These all blue ones are Quinn. I have the 45-degree angle needle nose, and then the Icon ones that everyone raves about. And then on the bottom drawer, yeah, that was closed. I just kind of put some of the heavier stuff. So I put my pipe wrench, and then we'll put the larger. I went ahead and got this Quinn set actually because I was like, oh, both of those will fit in the toolbox, which I kind of liked. So I have the bigger pry bar. I went ahead and put the scissors in there, and then the vice grips down at the bottom. I might try to see if I can get a different dead blow to fit down there, but yeah, that's currently the toolbox. I am a big fan. I'm probably going to convert that one into like a brake and oil change box, and then keep this one as it is, as like the wrench under the engine box. So yeah, there we are. That's the toolbox. I am extremely happy with it. I am excited. I've really enjoyed, just as you guys have known from the other video, just getting to do this, getting my hands dirty, helping people, chatting with people. My job's not just about corporations and companies and, you know, their bottom line. It's actually impactful to everyone's daily life because everyone uses a car every day. They drive a car every day. It's something that is super important, and when it starts to fail or go wrong, it's very impactful. So getting to have a huge impact in someone's life just to simply by fixing their car or working on it is very motivating, and it just feels good. So yeah, very happy with this. That's the toolbox. I'm happy with it. So I was up about 700. My last day, so I want to get to 1,000. I was at about 700 in net profit, and I spent just over $200. So I'm at under 500 now. So halfway there. But I think I'll try to hold off on getting more stuff, as hard as that is, 'cause I really want some stuff, until I get to that $1,000. So, but yeah, anyway, hope you guys are doing well, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.